1, 2, 3, testing. Okay, I think I'm live here. Let's control the trade here, and we're taking a look at TLRY, which I opened a position up earlier this morning, tweeted about it. We had this huge candle, breakup high candle here. Obvious short squeeze happening here, a lot of short covering happening. 50% short float on this one, popular name. You had CGC reporting this morning, so a lot of catalysts here. And now it's more on the 10-minute chart here, and we've came down a little ways on this nice opening candle here, this second candle here. They flushed out a lot of traders right here. Really scary candle. Usually this resulted in more of a bearish follow through, but we got right above the 20 period moving average on the 10-minute chart. Haven't looked back. 38.44 is the high. If we breach that, we should head to 40 easily. I was looking for a pullback down to probably around 37, maybe to re-enter. Maybe 36, somewhere in the lower end of this candle here. I missed an opportunity about right here. The low is 36.83. I did get in back at around 37 though, and might have to put a sell in soon. But I'm going to watch this one because most of my positions already been sold off anyway. But TLRY is definitely one to watch. Let's look at the daily chart. And look at that gap up. That is absurd. That is incredibly, extremely bullish. That is everyone trying to get out and cover right there, and FOMO buying everything. I mean, this used to be the darling. Remember, it was like 300. This was all the hype a couple years ago, and then it went down to the toilet. So we're seeing a nice move here. Even if you go further back, I mean, look at this thing was dead, just like Neo. Reminds me of Neo. Just dead forever. And then you just start to, this is basically a long consolidation pattern here. And you get one day you start closing above these moving averages here, and all of a sudden, maybe some nonsense news, some kind of catalyst, and you get this crazy run. Most of the time when you get a run like this, it's not over. It's not over yet. So while I usually look at day trades, this would not be a bad swing trade. This would not be something that I would be against holding for a little bit, because there's a lot of upside. Let's go even further back. We have to go back pretty far. Oh, that need to fix the way my charts are showing here, because that looks really bad. That's why this is live. I mean, this thing's crazy though, the movement on this. So I have some other areas I charted a long time ago that I still believe are important. I'll double check them, but I think 43.63 was one of them. Let's get back to a chart we can actually read. Looking at our daily, so we definitely want to see this third 10-minute candle or fourth 10-minute candle here make a move up and close above 38.20. If we start getting down here, maybe we'll come back to the 20 period moving average, see if it bounces. If it bounces, that's good. If it doesn't, then we could see a wild rodeo. Let's take a look at SAVA, one of my favorites. 56 was important. Look how it gapped below and then pre-market got back up above 56, and since it has, it's been running pretty nice. There's nothing really to do with this right now except wait for it to get above 65. Did we get to 60? What is this? 65.72. Let's set an alert above that, because I believe this will start to run when we get hourly closes above 65, 66. We should start to run up in the 70s. Nothing's guaranteed, but I'd say that's a high probability. What was the other one I was going to look at? Mara, I day traded live yesterday. Hopefully you guys saw that. 31.20 was my number. We easily got over that. So you can see back here. And then the next number is 40.70, and look what happened this morning. We spiked through it, and our high, look at this, our open was right below that. That's interesting. 40.67. I mean, these numbers are approximate, but that's pretty close. So getting back above 40.70 on hourly or daily closes would be really bullish. Looks like they tried shaking out a bunch of traders here, and we're gonna have a nice recovery. all in correlation with the nonsensical, in my opinion, rise of Bitcoin. So you may as well take advantage of this and hop on the trend while it's still here. Trend's your friend until the end, as they say, and it's the truth. As much as you disagree with something or think it's irrational, if you're in this to make money, then you got to go with the trend and not with your rational brain. That's how people get into trouble, because a lot of people short things, and just because they think they're right about the fundamentals. Fundamentals don't mean anything when the stock is hot or you get a short squeeze. I mean, GameStop, good example. Just trying to look at some of these last week's hot stocks, and they're all dying off right now. Doesn't mean they won't be back for more, but right now they're off everyone's radar. Let's look at, just trying to kind of go around the horn and see what else is out here. This could be a good buy right here for NEO. I don't like NEO at all though, but it's a hot stock. That could be a good buy. I want to get an alert if it gets down here. So this is just a quick impromptu look. Let's go back to the reason we started this, was TLRY. I'm going to set an alert below here. I'm going to see what happens if that happens. If it gets below this low of this wick, this candle here, 36.83. What's the low here? 36.90. So we're getting close. Looks like I still have my buys in here. 36.12 and 35.61. Don't know if we're gonna get there. Might want to change that 35.61 a little higher. But right now this thing's kind of slowed down. We'll just keep watching it. 10:30 close is going to be important. Hourly closes are important. And I think I'm going to take a quick break here and come back. Let's see, Mara. And if there's any stocks that you want to see me do a quick analysis on, feel free to leave that in the comments or send a tweet. You can see my Twitter handle at Control the Trade. Happy to give you another viewpoint of any stock that you own or that you want to trade. You can look at the charts. I love looking at charts. I don't look at fundamentals, maybe a little bit just to have a basic general understanding, but all charts act and react the same way. That's how I learned to chart. And I'm going to look at one more. Whoa. That did not come up right. I love live stuff here. Stinks. TNG. Why is that not? There it is down here. I tweet a lot about this one. There's a big following on this stock. I do like this candle here. Hopefully we can recover if we get above this one. Let's see, the high is 14.13. So we'll set an alert. I'd love to get back up here. That would be a nice spark. But I did mention in a tweet yesterday that this would pull back. It tends to have these really harsh pullbacks too. I mean, look at that. It still looks good on the daily chart though, so don't get discouraged yet. Let's look at the daily and then we're going to wrap this up. Yeah, I mean, look, we hit 1550, and then we still are above all these important moving averages here, so nothing wrong with the pullback. As you can see, we did here. We rose up, pull back, we teased that we're going to break the 50, and then zoop, right back up again. So as long as we're staying above the 50, I feel good about this. That is far away, unfortunately, but don't worry, we do have these nice moving averages down here for support. So let's see how today goes. The most important thing will be the weekly close anyway, in my opinion on this, and of course the monthly. Let's see the weekly. Oh, that's a tough way to look at it, but yeah, there's a 50-week moving average here, 1402. And that's why thinking back, that's why I liked 14. So as long as we keep closing above 14 now, before that 1177 was the number if you've been following me. Now it's 14. It's just little stair steps that we have to get till we get to our other numbers like 18, and this will be a very important level over here, 2439. Let's look at the monthly. Hopefully this will look okay on the chart live here. Okay, and it's been an incredibly terrible downtrend here. Just imagine though if we can start getting up in this area, and especially above this candle here. All right, we're gonna take one more look at TLRY and wrap it up. Okay, we teased down here. Let's see what the low is. 36.57. 36.85 is the close. 36.83. Still above 36.83. Just barely. Alright, we'll come back and take another look at this. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Please subscribe. And don't let the trade control you.